What can be done if the product shelf life is shorter than the required shelf life? A. Smart move. All of the above is an accurate answer. It is a method of packaging that removes the air from the package prior to selling. Excellent choice. Vacuum sealing is the right answer. MAP type of packaging is most suited to be used for the following product, except. Right choice. Biscuits is the best answer. What is the purpose of packaging technologies such as MAP and Oxygen Scavenger? Well done. To increase the product shelf life is the right choice. What would you consider a food product if it has more than 15 g of sugar in it? Nicely done. High is a solid answer. Which of the following is responsible for the most packaging lost to landfill? Bravo! Packaging not collected for recycling is the answer. Which of these may damage the food product in its journey before being eaten? You're right. All of the above is the correct answer. Glass is an excellent food packaging material for orange juice because it is. Correct. Non-reactive is the right answer. Metal cans, glass jars, plastic containers, and laminates are classified as. Correct response. Types of packaging containers is the most accurate answer. Reactions occur in plastic packaging and have implications for food safety. Well reasoned. Migration is the correct choice. The packaging method used for pretzels and tortilla chips is classified as. Strong choice. Modified atmosphere packaging is the right answer. What are some examples of biodegradable materials used in food packaging? Great job. Paper, cardboard, bioplastics is the accurate answer. What are some common elements of graphic design used in food packaging? You got it. Your choice: vibrant colors, appetizing images, clear typography, and branding elements is right. What is the cheapest and the most commonly used material for packaging? Good thinking. Plastic is the right answer. What should be considered to measure the extent of food deterioration? Nice work. You chose quality indexes, deterioration modes, and levels of acceptability, and it is correct. Why is it important for food packaging to be environmentally friendly? Right again. To reduce waste and pollution and promote sustainability is a valid answer. Which of the following packaging materials provides total protection? Good job. Your answer: metal works well here. Which one is a concern of the ambient environment in food packaging? Valid point. Oxygen, moisture, and odors is true. What is the most commonly used material to make food and drink cans? Excellent. Aluminium is a brilliant choice. The effect of using oxygen scavengers on food products, namely dash. Solid response. Prevent changes in food color is a valid choice. In what ways does food packaging provide convenience for consumers? Exactly. Convenient for carrying, storing, and resealing for freshness makes sense, and it is right choice. Which stage can mostly cause the physical damage of a food product? Clear logic. Your choice: transportation is sound and 100% true. Packaging used for salad mixes and fresh produce is classified as
Smart pick. Controlled atmosphere packaging is the correct choice.
This is the weight or volume of the product without the packaging. Perfect. Net quantity is the correct choice.
For oat milk production, which type of packaging should be used? Nice selection. Sterile packaging is the correct and valid answer.
Which of the following foods is not exempted from food labeling? Well picked. Popcorn is the correct answer. It contains information by food businesses about their products.
On track. Food labeling is the correct answer. Which packaging is suitable for fresh beef when sold in stores?
You chose map trays and films, and it is correct. Which gas added in the food packaging to extend its shelf life? Sharp thinking. Carbon dioxide is the right choice. A sufficient precise description of the food and of its nature.
Great thinking. Product name is the right choice.
All factors can affect the shelf life of a food product except.
You're right. Price is the correct answer.
Which of these products would you use paper card packaging for?
Smart pick. Cornflakes is the correct choice.
How does sustainable food packaging benefit the environment?
Smart move. It reduces waste and pollution and promotes sustainability is an accurate answer.
What is the main purpose of communication in food packaging? You got it. Your choice to create brand identity is right. What are the factors affecting shelf life of a food product? Correct response. Food factor, environmental factor, and package factor is the most accurate answer. Name a material used commonly for takeaway food packaging. Correct. Aluminium is the right answer. What is the required shelf life of a food product based on? Excellent. Marketing and logistics considerations is a brilliant choice. Name a food product that you would find the use by date on. You chose eggs, and it is correct. Which one of this following is should have in food labels? Great job. All of the answer is the accurate answer. Which of the following is the main aim of food packaging? On track. Preventing physical damage is the correct answer. What are the different types of food packaging materials? Nice selection. Plastic, glass, metal, paper, and cardboard is the correct and valid answer. What are the major deterioration modes of a food product?
Great thinking. Physical, chemical, and microbiological is the right choice.
Which of these are not required by law on food labeling? Clear logic. Your choice traffic light labeling on front of pack is sound and 100% true.
How to use antimicrobials in food packaging, namely dash.
Right again. As packaging coating material is a valid answer. Which of the following is a cause of food deterioration? Solid response. Chemical reactions is a valid choice. Why are shelf life studies important for food packaging? Well done. To minimize product loss and expand distribution is the right choice. An article numbering system for increased productivity. Strong choice. Barcode is the right answer. What are potential defects in food packaging caused by?
Good job. Your answer: poor design, manufacturing errors, and improper instruction or warning works well here.
Why would modified atmosphere packaging be used? Nicely done. To reduce microorganism activity is a solid answer.
What is a current public concern related to packaging?
Sharp thinking. All of the above is the right choice. Which type of packaging is most difficult to recycle? Exactly. Popper-type juice box makes sense, and it is right choice. What are package-dependent deteriorations driven by? Well picked. Environmental factors controllable by the package is the correct answer. Name one sustainable alternative to food packaging. Well reasoned. Biodegradable packaging is the correct choice. What is the important regulation for food labeling? Perfect. All the above is the correct choice. This packaging usually used for secondary packaging. Excellent choice. Corrugated board is the right answer. Which of the following is a must in food labeling? Valid point. Name is true. What is the purpose of barcodes in food packaging? Bravo. Product information, branding, nutritional facts is the answer. What does protection in food packaging depend on? Nice work. You chose all of the above and it is correct. What are the factors that affect changes in food? Right choice. All of the above is the best answer. What is the purpose of tamper-evident packaging?
Good thinking. To provide a visible sign of protection against tampering is the right answer.
Which of the following is a packaging material? You chose Plastic Protect Cap Sealer, and it is correct. The list of ingredients must be ordered by Dash. Bravo! Quantity is the answer. Which one is common material in food packaging? Smart pick. All the answer is the correct choice. What are the components of Tetra Pak packaging?
Correct. Printer, ink, paper, aluminum, foil, polymer is the right answer.
Name two types of information found on packaging. Excellent. Name and ingredients list is a brilliant choice. What are the precautions for primary packaging? Smart move. Reaction with the product is an accurate answer. Major physical components of packaging system. Well done. Food, package, and environment is the right choice. Which one example of physical change in food?
Strong choice. Agglomeration of powders is the right answer.
Wikicell packaging is characterized by being well picked. Edible is the correct answer. What is the technical role of food packaging? Nicely done. Contain the product and preserve it from any contamination is a solid answer. What is the main objective of food packaging? Nice work. You chose all the above and it is correct. Which includes active packaging, except Dash. On track. Modified atmosphere packaging is the correct answer. What technology is used for food processing?
Great thinking. Nanotechnology is the right choice.
What is the value of packaging to society?
Valid point. All of the above is true.
What is the main function of packaging? Right choice. Protection is the best answer. How would you package beetroot? Excellent choice. Modified atmospheric packaging is the right answer. Food authenticity means. Good job. Your answer, the food should match the description, works well here. What does packaging do? Great job. All correct is the accurate answer. What is food packaging? Solid response. It is a wrapping material used to wrap food, is a valid choice. Who is the consumer? Good thinking. The person that buys the food is the right answer. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format. Well reasoned. Contact Narayan Changda is the correct choice.